My name is Andrew, and welcome to Conversation Desk, a series from English Lodge. Here, I answer the questions that many business English learners have. If you can't find your question in the list, then why not leave a comment below and I'll make a video just for you. Today's question is, how many ways are there to tell the time? Now, there are quite a lot of ways of telling the time in English, but I'm going to start off with one of the ways in which you shouldn't tell the time. In many countries and in many cultures, they use the 24-hour clock. But in general English and in business English, we don't usually use it. You will find it in the military, so if somebody's had military training, they might use the 24-hour clock, but in general, we don't. And so you shouldn't say it's 1400 or it's 1430. Instead, you should say it's 2 or it's 2:30. Now here, there's a bit of a difference to perhaps what a lot of you are taught in school. I didn't say it's 2 o'clock and I didn't say it's 2:30. But I could do both if I wanted to. I could say it's 2 o'clock or I could say it's 2:30. I could also say it's 2 in the morning or it's 2 in the afternoon. Or I could say it's 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. But in general, in modern day life, we normally just say, oh, it's 2. Not 2 o'clock, but 2. And I don't say if it's a.m. or p.m., morning or afternoon. But why? How do I know then if it's morning or afternoon? Well, if I say to you, the meeting starts at 2, well, that's going to be 2 in the afternoon. It's very unlikely that we would have a meeting starting at 2 a.m. or 2 in the morning. And so only when the time is a little unusual would I say a.m., p.m., morning or afternoon. So you could say to me, oh, Andrew, what time are you starting work today? And I might say, 8 p.m. or 8 in the evening, because that's unusual. But if I say, at 8, then you know it's the normal start time of 8 in the morning. Now, earlier on, I used the example of 2:30. I could also say 2:30, or I could also say 2:30. I can leave out the past. So 2:30, 2:30 and 2:30, they are all the same time. And here you have to be a little bit careful, because in some cultures, when you say 2:30, that means half an hour to 2 o'clock, not half an hour past 2. But in English, when we say 2:30, we mean 2:30 or 2:30. Okay? So I can also say 2:15 or 2:45 or 2:15 or 2:45. Okay? So 2:15 or 2:45 or 2:45 or 2:45. The easiest way of doing this is just to say 2:15, 2:30, 2:45. Then everybody knows exactly what time we mean. If it's a bit of a funny time, like 2:05, that's 2:05, then I would put this O before the 5. Oh yeah, we're starting at 2:05. We're starting at 2:10, 2:15, 2:20, 2:25, 2:30, 2:35, and so on. But when it's 2:05, we would say 2:05. Okay. One question I'm often asked about telling the time is why do we say o'clock? Why is there this O with apostrophe and then clock coming after it? Well, this is from many, many years ago, hundreds of years ago, when not everybody had a watch or a clock in the house, and people used other ways of telling the time. And so this is a shortened version of the full phrase, which is of the clock. But of course, we don't use that anymore. We just say o'clock. But most of the time these days, people just miss out the o'clock as well, and they just say 2 or 2:30. Okay? So if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on English Lodge.